throw a question to Paula if I can, because I realize that as I'm sitting here, in the media industry today, a number of the key figures, the leaders, some of whom are on stage, are women. And I'd like to know from you, Paula, what does that mean to you? Have we gone far enough? And is that making a change? Is it getting to those steps that Gina mentioned in terms of changing how we talk about women and girls and the issues in developing countries and around the world that need to be addressed?
Well, I think it's a mixed story. I mean, in public media, the head of PBS, the acting head of NPR, the head of CTV are all women. And I think that, but as you look across the media landscape, the number of women in so-called influential positions, people that are making the decisions of what stories are told, what goes in front of the camera, are not always reflective of our society, and certainly of our evolving country. And I think that if, from a public media perspective, that we are truly going to tell the stories of the people of our country, the people of our world, then we need to reflect that. And so I think that it matters very much as we look at bringing people into our organizations that we are looking at a range of different backgrounds, different ages, and certainly men and women. I think this project is significant for a lot of reasons. One, as I said, it has an arc of 3 years. There are 3 major broadcast events within the project, one each year. The first one is Abby's extraordinary work in Women, War, and Peace, which begins October 11th. The second is Half the Sky, which will air next year, and the third is Kind-Hearted Woman, which will air in 2013. And then around that are lots of other documentaries really covering a breadth of issues. And so I think when you look at the teams of people that pulled this project together, you had men and women. The head of ITVS, by the way, is also a woman. And I think that part of putting this kind of focus on this project is because I think there were a lot of women involved in looking at the issues and saying, wait a minute, we could put all these documentaries into our schedule, we could bring them to a wide audience, but what if we achieved something larger by bringing them all together into one large initiative? And what if we went the next step and thought about how do we create engagement around these projects? So again, they're not just this powerful media event, but they truly are part of discussions that need to happen around the country and around the world, and that's what we're hoping to achieve.